Lanier and Son's podcast.
And we're back.
Hey.
Greetings.
Back with another video.
Those Lanier and Son's boys are at it again.
We got a special guest with us tonight. Hailing from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Fighting out of Pensacola, Florida. His old sweet dick Willie. That's what they call him.
Howdy.
So, we got old Sil back. Sil's back. Seeing some saucy stuff over at his house and everything. So
Terrible.
we got old Tori Ashcoon, Ash Sama, Oni Chan, Senpai Sensei. I don't know any other. I honestly don't know any other surnames, but
Please, you flatter me.
oh boy, guys, y'all know what we got to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all already know.
It's trigger time.
Freaking Destiny 2. Freaking Destiny 2, guys. Freaking Destiny 1.5. Destiny 2. 1.5.
Destiny 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Guys, I was looking at some Destiny 2 gameplay. I want to say a couple of days ago. And guys, when I say I swear I was looking at the first game, it was the first game. They put 2 on it. Okay? It's absolutely 100% nothing has changed but the story. And I mean, you best believe you're going to be paying $20 to even see the end of it at a minimum. Okay? You know, $20 extra anyway. I mean, I don't know. Sil, you can go first with this one.
I will agree that Destiny 2 does look, like, as far as the gameplay is concerned, that nonsense looks exactly the same as Destiny 1. So I fully agree with you there. I will say the graphics do look a little more polished. But then again, it is a native release on the PS4, so that's to be expected, and that happens. But yeah, no, I'm wholly not very excited for Destiny 2.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm not with it.
I'm not either. I mean, it's
Like, I bought the season pass for Destiny 1, and that left a kind of not really too great taste in my mouth. Because I assumed with season pass I was gonna get, like, you know, at least like most of everything. And I mean, I guess I got like 2 whole bits of DLC off of that, which ended up not even doing anything for me because I bought it at launch, and then I got a PS4 and had to just get the collector's edition all over again anyway. So I didn't feel like that really did much for me.
the first expansions, the season pass expansions. They didn't come with anything, honestly. I mean, let me actually give me just a second. I don't want to just throw, information out there. Give me just a hair.
Okay.
Destiny 1 expansion content. I gotta go over to the devil's website here.
Oh no.
Freaking. So there's the Dark Below, and then there's the House of Wolves. Okay, so you pay for the season pass thinking you're going to get all of it because it's a season pass, but back then it was the whole, oh, we're going to support this game for 10 years. No, because then they released Rise of Iron or The Taken King, and then they released Rise of Iron.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to come out of pocket again for it. And I'm just, I know I felt burnt. I 100% agree with yourself. I felt burnt. I don't know. I can't believe they're doing this again. I can't believe it. What you got, James?
Oh, here we go. So I can actually say that I have played the beta. I did play it for a good while. To me, the game, like I said before, they just slapped a 2 on it for the most part. Yeah, they added a new slot for your weapon, and they added the submachine gun class. Big whoop. Who cares? We wanted a new game. All you did was just throw in new stuff on top of Destiny 1. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you're sitting here giving us all this information saying, yeah, we're going to make this new game. We're going to make it all new. It's going to be an even better version of Destiny. Everyone's going to love it. We're going to, we're trying to go back and we're trying to bring back old players, but at the same time, we want new players. But you're bringing back the same game is all you're doing. I played every character, and yeah, they added a new ability for each one. Cool. They weren't that great, not gonna lie. It was pretty basic, I'd have to say. And the missions, just honestly, they seem like remade over missions. It looks like they literally ran out of ideas real quick and went back to Destiny 1 and was like, oh, hey, look, this sounds like a good idea. Let's put this in Destiny 2.
Yeah, it's funny. That's kind of how the first Destiny was made. They basically the game's direction got changed really drastically, like most of the way through development. If I remember reading correctly, it was like a year and a half before the game shipped that they just completely threw out the story and started cobbling together just a story out of what they could.
Yep, I did. I heard about that as well, and I played the absolute crap out of Destiny. I ended up actually having to buy a new disc because my disc actually ended up breaking. They said it was because I played it too much. And the reason why, all my friends, that's what we played. We played Destiny. I had just about everything in there. But the thing was, I played all that. I got to see all that. And now I tried that beta, hoping and praying that it was going to be something new, something fresh.
Yeah.
And the graphics, the graphics do look a little more polished. But that's about it. You polish the graphics, but you're just giving us the same game over again with different bosses.
Yeah.
You know what, Tori? Let me take this one. I'll let you cap it off.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Destiny, man.
Okay.
I remember standing in the line at GameStop Pavilion.
Right.
The day of release.
I remember that day. I was working a 10 or 12 hour shift, and me and Doug were running the store, and L run too, and we were pretty overwhelmed. It was a big release. It was a really, really busy day.
Yeah, they got me. They got me on the marketing hard. I ended up getting that white PS4. Remember?
Mm. Yeah.
I remember being really excited for this game because we got to play the leveling portion. Which, let me tell you guys something. The leveling portion, the 1 through 20, that was a good game. That was a good game. It wasn't bad. It was a good game to me. You go, you do missions. I mean, there was no variety. Or you just have to protect the ghost while he unlocks something every mission. Hey, watch my back. I'm going to unlock something. Oh, no, here's a horde. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, wait a second.
I'm the most advanced computer known to man, but give me a few minutes to encrypt this 300-year-old desktop.
Basically. He's like, I only have an i5 processor in my head. It was like, wait a minute. But yeah, man, I'm playing it, and the leveling portion was really good. You know, James, we're getting a lot of interference from your mic. James,
Good? Still interference?
okay, it's good now. It was like,
Yeah, I kind of need a new mic.
I was like, oh wait a minute. I'm playing it. And it was good. 1 through 20, I enjoyed myself. But when that end game hit, it fell right to the ground. The story ended. The progression ended for the most part. It almost, to me, because they didn't give you an option of having a level sync throughout most of the worlds, I felt like my leveling meant nothing. You go back to Earth and there's level 20 mobs there, and I'm like, wait a minute, like what? Like, what's going on? The strikes was go here, fight this boss, strike over. Or if there were some where you maybe fought 2 bosses. You do the bosses, they're just bullet sponges. You just shoot them and avoid getting shot. And I was like, there were some raids that actually had some mechanics that you had to do. I think that's when the game shined the most. But I think what does Destiny in is not Bungie itself. It's Activision. It's the business model, the publishing. You know what I mean? Like, Activision, and I'm going to say it's a rumor, even though, like, it's been written about, but like you said, apparently they came and said, yeah, y'all got this super nice story. It'd be ashamed if somebody were to ruin it and take it away.
It's like, hey, so yeah, we're gonna do this, and it's gone.
Basically, we have this story, and we're just gonna, forget that story. Actually, let's go ahead and nickel and dime them. Let's make 4 DLCs and spread the story over those. Actually, the 2 that you're gonna have in this season pass, no story on those. Let's go ahead and it was a mess. The business model, dude. The business model of that game is probably the worst I've ever seen. I mean, it's one of the worst. Excuse me. There's some out there that are mobile game almost, for a $60 price tag. But I go and I say, you know what? They gonna correct this with Destiny 2. They gonna fix this. They gonna fix it. But
From what it's sounding like.
just looking at the gameplay, they ain't changed the gameplay. Same engine. It looks like the same engine. The same exact engine. And you know what? I feel really bad for the PS4 Pro players and these Xbox One X players. Whoever get those, they're still locked at 30 frames.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yep, it's actually they said that's actually probably something that's not going to change either. It's going to stay like that throughout the whole game.
I mean, granted, they're saying PC is going to be unlocked and it's going to use every core that your CPU has and all that. But
yeah, we'll see that when it happens.
Yeah.
What is even the... Like, is that like a mechanical thing? Like they're doing for some kind of specific... Like, why not That doesn't make any sense to me.
According to them, the game just can't run it. The consoles can't run it. They can't run unlock frame rates. I don't understand that. The PS4 Pro at 1080p should be able to run 60 frames. It should be able to run 60 frames. But they're so Sony and Microsoft are so hell bent on higher resolution that they just don't care about frame rates. And I'm just like, y'all stupid. y'all re-released The Last of Us for the sole purpose of 60 frames per second. The game didn't look that much better than the freaking PS3 version did. But I don't know. That's none of my business.
I had such beef with the textures on the PS3 version of Destiny.
Oh yeah, they were trash.
Like, oh my god, the first fucking scene. I said a bad word again. There you go. The first scene in Destiny 1 where you're like, your ghost just woke you up and there's all those rusty cars. The rust on that car, on all those cars, looked terrible. Like, just like in your face, here's some like doo-doo garbage textures. And this is what you have to look forward to the rest of your Destiny 1 experience. Thank you for your $60. Also, thank you for buying the season pass. You get 4 more expansions of more bad textures.
Feature game Activision. Man, Tori, what you got, man? I'll wrap it up.
I didn't play the beta, so maybe I'm kind of uninformed in thinking about this, but I like the concept behind Destiny. I like the aesthetic of Destiny. I liked the gameplay of Destiny 1. I didn't like the lack of content. I didn't like having to pay so much for a slight amount of more content. And I bought every expansion for that game. I don't know if you remember, DeMarcus, but I bought the Ghost edition of the original Destiny, which came with the season pass in a steelbook and the freaking Peter Dinklage Ghost figurine, which I ended up giving to our friend Louise. I bought The Taken King when it came out, and I had fun with it, but like a month or so afterward, I just dropped it. Same thing with the original game, too. Played it for a month, had a ton of fun, just dropped it. I bought Rise of Iron last fall. Played it, had a ton of fun, and then at a certain point, I just dropped it. I'm really hoping that Destiny 2 can hold my attention and has enough content to be worth a damn. I hope the gameplay is still tight and fun. I don't think more Destiny is necessarily a bad thing. They just have to execute on its potential, and I'm just worried that they're not going to do that. But I'm hoping they do. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Granted, I didn't play the beta, so I'm uninformed.
It looks exactly the same, dude.
I can actually tell you after playing it, like I said, I played all 3 characters. It is the same. It really is. Yeah, they changed a few little things about it, but really all they did was take your guns and change out where they play. Sniper rifles are now heavy weapons. What? It doesn't make sense. There was something else they did too. They changed another one of the slots for, like, I think it was it hand cannons or something? But yeah, that's basically all they did. Otherwise, it is the same game with the same sort of aspect that Destiny 1 gave us at the beginning. They got this great storyline that they're showing us now, just like Destiny 1 did during their first beta.
Yeah, I remember that beta.
So
I was like, I was so sure that there was going to be more to that game, and people were like, yeah, it was fun, but it was only a few missions. And I was like, guys, that's just the first part of the game. It's not going to, that's just a little sliver of the game. And it turns out that was 25% of the entire game at launch.
Yeah, and that's what I'm afraid is what's going to happen with this one, because they showed a good portion of the first part of the game. And yeah, it looks cool. It was fun. But Is that all they're going to give us?
They're gonna do this again, and Destiny 2 will be the exact same. And you want to know why? Because they're gonna be those people that are gonna play it regardless. They're gonna go and buy it regardless. And then what's gonna happen is, it's the social effect. They're gonna say, "Hey, I want my friend to play it." They'll get their friend to play it. The friend will go and play it with them. And then everybody joins together and they start playing the game. It worked. It worked. I mostly played Destiny just because of friends that were playing it.
Yeah, I had actually quit playing for about a year, and a friend of mine ended up getting me back on there, and I got back on there pretty hard.
You know, it's hard to say a game sucks that people have played so extensively. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a certain, like, good feeling when you get that weapon that you wanted, or you get that rare or something. But man, the business model, I could have kept playing Destiny for some time, but that business model is what killed me. And let me tell you something, if it turns out to be the same, when those reviews drop and they say that there's no story in this one, dude, I guarantee you I won't drop a dime on it. I guarantee you. And I don't care what friends are playing it, I won't drop a dime, because I'm not going to get... That money could go to another game more deserving. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, verdict time. Are you, will you, or are you not? Will you not buy this title? Still, are you, what's your verdict on it? Will buy or not?
I'm probably not going to buy Destiny 2. I really have only met one person who, within recent times, outside of like right after Destiny 1's launch, was even interested in playing Destiny. And I'm probably not going to drop that kind of money to play a video game with like one person.
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying Destiny 2.
James, what's your verdict on it?
My verdict. So I did pre-order the game. Of course, that's how I got to play the beta. But I haven't paid the game off, so I only paid the $5 to get the pre-order. At this point, again, like you, I'm waiting on those reviews to see if I'm going to completely pay off this game and get it. Right now, after playing the beta, I can't say that I am going to pay this $50-$60, not including, more than likely the season pass that they're going to have. So as of right now, I'm going to have to say no, I'm not getting this game. I've got too many other games that I'd rather get than this.
Torican?
Tentative. I'm going to check out the PC beta when it launches later this month.
And I'm sure we all will.
Yeah. And I put $5 down on a copy of the game at GameStop so that way I could get a beta key. But from what I've been hearing about the beta, from what you, James, said about the beta, I'm tentative. I like the core gameplay of Destiny, and I find it a ton of fun. I might wait on reviews just to find out if Bungie actually really fulfills on its potential.
That's a good take. After playing real MMOs, like Final Fantasy 14, it's gonna be. Well, I understand this has gunplay and stuff, and that can be fun. With what I've seen on this beta, absolutely not. I'm not spending my money on this game until something else is shown otherwise. But let me tell you something. The beta from the first game is exactly what you got. It's exactly what you got. The beta for this game, more than likely, it's going to be the same thing. And that's what I think. That's just my opinion. But as of right now, they're not getting my money. And I'm not even going to go so far as to pre-order just to get into the beta. They can either open it up, or I just won't play it.
There you go.
I just won't play it. I don't play those games. If if you want something to change, especially with the video game industry, if you want something to change, you got to show them with your wallet. They don't care about what you post on Facebook. They don't care about this and that. You got to show them with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really, really don't like how something's going, show them with your wallet. Madden's it's the same game almost every year. So I've started showing them with my wallet that you guys are releasing the same game every year. Destiny's gonna get the same treatment. Straight up. So yeah, is anybody else got anything?
No, I think you wrapped that up pretty well.
Well,
I'd say so.
James, you got anything?
Not much. Anything else? I mean, yeah, you wrapped it up pretty well. I mean, all I gotta say is, Doyle rules.
Well, guys, we'll call a wraps to this one. See everybody later.
See you later.
Adios.
Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons. Sons. Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons.